So my mom was asking me about how I was feeling. You know, she asked me, and all I could tell her was that, I can only tell her how I feel is just say on the surface. And so one of the things, that was on my mind was the fact that, this city, Atlantic City in particular, is a microcosm, what I assume, of what is going on in the whole country as a whole, right? And so a lot of people when you think about Dr. King and some of his last speeches, one of the things he mentioned is that he found that up north, he found the conditions of black people were just as bad, if not worse. Okay, and so why do I say that? Well, up in the north, you made to feel as though you're included. You made to feel as though you're prepared, but you find out that you're not included and that you're not prepared. Okay. And so when you think about all these different incidents happening with the police, I so happen to have my sister who got roped up into a situation where the police stopped her and then escalated the situation from a 1 to a 10. You okay? And then my sister gets wrongfully detained, and then she gets charges that were not even correct. Okay, charged with assault and whatever other charges. Okay, and then now we have to get a lawyer, which we did get, and then everyone has to throw all this money into the situation, and so that gave me an idea of what people are going through when they have to shell out money to deal with a situation, and gave me an idea about the impact it can have on a family financially. Okay, but all because say police don't have, like, say, a good relationship with the community, you have situations like this and worse, right? And then as far as housing, in the South, you can have a little 7-Eleven or little minimum wage job, but you can find some type of affordable housing. Okay, they have, even if you're, say, a working class black person or whatever, you can find a trailer community that suits you. Okay, that's predominantly mixed or all black or whatever, and find that little shack that you can afford. Okay, whereas up here, there's no housing. It's literally to the point where if you have to either be committed, be locked up, or go through some type of drug rehab program in order to afford or be part of some type of housing program, and that's sad, you know. And then educational wise, we have a presidency where I think the wife in particular, the first lady, she has a doctorate in education. This is her thing, right? So right now that means there should be programs for, of course, the kids, but also adults, okay, everyone, that train them to get them on their feet. And so what people we don't want reparations. Black people don't want reparations. What we want is 40 acres and a mule of education. We want reparations in the form of real education that allow us to survive in this rapidly changing economy. Okay? And it's so bad when you look at it because even white mainstream America is not even prepared for all these changes that have happened. Okay? And that whole incident that happened in what do you call it, in the Capitol building, that should be a very much an eye opener. And then as far as black people, everyone looks at black people and they never consider all the different things that we went through. We went from slavery to Jim Crow, to slavery to Reconstruction, which was 12 years, to Jim Crow, to mass incarceration and drug wars, white flight, which lowered the tax base, poor education, disempowerment, okay? And so then people look at black people and ask, why are y'all the way y'all are? Well, it's because in a way you can say we trusted. And we found out we got stabbed in the back. And lastly, you're looking at my mouth, and this represents just what black people have been reduced to, just the mouth. That's the only thing that we got now, just to be able to speak our thoughts.